Hey guys, this is Jack ASMR, and today I'm going to be going over my 2020-2021 NFL playoff predictions. And I know a lot of you probably won't care about this, but I think it's a good opportunity to get some nice tingly whispers. And it's honestly all I've been doing since quarantine or since my school started back in August, was watching football and playing fantasy football. So I am by no means an expert, and this is just going to be my personal, heavily biased opinion. But anyways, get a couple updates out of the way. I'm going to try my very best to start recording more because I got a new phone for Christmas, which I got the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So hopefully you can tell a little bit better camera quality, and I'm actually using the back camera for once, and I'm using the binaural setting, and I'm figuring stuff out. So hopefully I can make my life easier for recording to get you guys more content more consistently. Outside of that, school's been going fine. Sammy's doing great. She's going to school out in Boston. She's having a great time out there. She's home right now, but she's having a great time out there. I don't have a lot of other updates because, I'm sure a lot of you are having the same issue of not doing much, but yeah, outside of that, I haven't been doing much. I hope you guys are all well. I hope I can help you guys relax and get some sleep tonight, and yeah, anyways, let's get right into it. So, if you don't know football, there's two divisions, the AFC and the NFC. And don't ask me who's in what division, it's impossible to remember, but I do have a nice little graphic right here that's going to help us both. So, and I'm not going to I was going to make this like a webcam on my computer and everything, but I don't think a lot of you are actually going to care about the actual content, just more about the whispering. So I'm just going to do this little setup I got going on right here. So I'm going to start with the NFC because it's pretty boring. Honestly, in this first round, I'm going to be pretty boring. So, at the number one seed with the first week bye, we have the Green Bay Packers, led by Aaron Rodgers, Jair Alexander, Devontae Adams, and Aaron Jones. Really solid team. Number two, we have the New Orleans Saints. We have the New Orleans Saints led by Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara, and maybe Michael Thomas if he ever wants to come back. Number three, we have the Seattle Seahawks led by Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett. Number four, we have the Washington football team led by Alex Smith, Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson, and Chase Young, I guess. Number five, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Tom Brady and his elite receiving corps. Number six, we have the LA Rams led by Jared Goff, Aaron Donald, and Cooper Kupp, and Robert Woods, I guess. Just naming off a few of their good players. And last and least, we have the Chicago Bears led by Mitch Trubisky, Allen Robinson, David Montgomery, Khalil Mack. So that's what we have for the NFC East. So we're going to start with predicting those games. So for the 3 and 6 seed, we have the Seattle Seahawks facing the LA Rams. And this one's going to be a close one for sure. I'm going to go with the Seahawks. I just feel like neither of these teams stand out from either. They don't, they're good, but they're not spectacular against each other, I don't think. And excuse those loud footsteps, sorry. But yeah, I think and obviously that's going to be Russell Wilson over Jared Goff. I think Russell Wilson wants to prove everybody wrong for taking him off MVP voting, because, I mean, he honestly doesn't deserve it, but that's not the point. I think he's going to prove a few people wrong, and I just don't think the Rams offense can really keep up with the Seahawks offense, even though the Rams defense is leagues above the Seahawks defenses. I think it's going to come down to the quarterbacks in this game, so I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks. And the round under that, we have the Chicago Bears versus the New Orleans Saints. And flat out, the Chicago Bears, they suck. They suck. The only reason they're in the playoffs right now is because they're in the NFC, which is terrible. So we're going to go with the New Orleans Saints. They're just going to wash them. And if I'm wrong and Mitch Trubisky goes out there and proves me wrong, so be it. Next up, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Washington football team. And I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because the Washington football team is a 4 seed in name only. They are not that good. They're in a terrible division. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with Tom Brady coming on his last leg, coming off of a 40-plus yard touchdown regular season, he's gonna use his lead receivers, and he's gonna take them to the next round for sure. So, in the NFC semifinals, we have the Seattle Seahawks versus the New Orleans Saints, and I don't like the Seattle Seahawks defense at all. I like the Saints D, and I mean the offense is tit for tat, so I'm gonna have to go with the New Orleans Saints in this situation. I feel like they've have a lot more experience in these competitive games. I don't see the Seattle Seahawks making it that far. I feel like their playoff run's gonna reflect their regular season, where they're gonna start strong and finish weak. So I think the New Orleans Saints are gonna take that. And now we have the Green Bay Packers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and this is gonna be very interesting. Both elite veteran quarterbacks with really good receiving cores and decent enough defenses. It's definitely gonna be crazy, but I like what the Buccaneers are doing, but I after the season Aaron Rodgers is having, I don't think I can see anybody beating him and Devontae Adams without being substantially better. So I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers, and that's a little biased because Aaron Rodgers was a big part of my fantasy team. So, yeah. So in the NFC Championship, we have the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Big surprise, the 1 and 2 seed, right? Yeah, but I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers in this game. So I have the Green Bay Packers winning the NFC East Championship game, and this is mostly because Drew Brees has been out with like 11 broken ribs, and their offense hasn't been that electrifying, and their defense has had some definite weak points, like the Eagles absolutely washing them a couple weeks ago. They've had their rough spots, so I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers just because I don't think anybody can hold Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, along with Aaron Jones, of course. Like, there's incredible receiving core, and Aaron Rodgers is just having a next level season. So I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers going to the Super Bowl. Okay, and now moving on to the AFC. We have the number 1 seed being the Kansas City Chiefs, the number 2 seed being, is it the Buffalo Bills or it's the Buffalo, yeah, the number 2 seed being the Buffalo Bills, the number 3 seed being the Pittsburgh Steelers, the number 4 seed being the Tennessee Titans, the number 5 seed being the Baltimore Ravens, the number 6 seed being the Cleveland Browns, and the number 7 seed being the Indianapolis Colts. So I'll start from the top again, I guess. So we have the Steelers versus the Browns, and again, I don't like either of these teams. Like, I know the Browns are having a decent year, I guess, and the Steelers have been on a decline. I just feel like neither of them are proving much, and especially after this last week. The Browns beat the Steelers practically mean, honestly, the practice squad isn't that much better than the regular team for the Steelers. I don't know how their record is the way it is. But unfortunately, I'm going to pick the Steelers over the Browns. I don't like either of these teams, and honestly, it doesn't matter because whoever I pick is losing the next round. So, next up we have the Buffalo Bills versus the Indianapolis Colts. And, if you don't go Buffalo Bills, you're a maniac. The Buffalo Bills are insane right now. The last time they lost was when DeAndre Hopkins got that crazy Hail Mary catch. I just can't see the Buffalo Bills losing the way they're playing right now. They're blowing their teams out every week. 30-plus point wins. Their offense is spectacular and their defense is good enough. So I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills in that round. And next up we have the Tennessee Titans versus the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans because I am a Tennessee Titan fan. And I don't think the Ravens have enough weapons to compete with the Titans offense. So right now we have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Titans in the second round, and the Bills versus the Steelers in the second round. So, for time's sake, we're just gonna say the Bills are gonna beat the Steelers, and it's just that simple. They're going to the the AFC Championship. The Bills are going to the AFC Championship, no matter what. And next up we have the Tennessee Titans versus the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think this is going to be a really high-scoring game. And I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs just because, I mean, they're the Chiefs. If you bet against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, you're an idiot. So, and we have the AFC Championship. We have the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, the 1 and 2 seed, but they're there for a reason. So. But I'm going to end up picking the upset here. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills, Buffalo Bills. I know. Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. I just said don't bet against Patrick Mahomes. But I really like what the Bills are doing. And I feel like the Chiefs have been slowing down a bit. They've definitely been showing some weak spots. And I feel like Josh Allen is playing better football than he's ever played before. So I don't really see a team stopping the Buffalo Bills. And yeah, I mean, it's just that simple. I don't think they can stop him. With Stephon Diggs and his route running, it's going to be hard to stop. So in the Super Bowl, I have the Buffalo Bills versus the Green Bay Packers, the two best quarterbacks in football right now. I know Patrick Mahomes is right there, but right now, the way they're performing, Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers are the two best quarterbacks in football. And Green Bay Packers or Buffalo Bills. I'm having a tough one here, but I think, again, I'm going to pick based on the quarterback with more experience and more time in the gauntlet, and I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers getting himself a ring. I think the Green Bay Packers will beat the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl, simply because Josh Allen hasn't been there yet. Like, he hasn't gotten there yet. He won't know what it's like. He won't have the experience Aaron Rodgers has, and it'll be tough to beat a team the way Aaron Rodgers is playing right now. So that is my prediction. I think the Green Bay Packers will win the Super Bowl this year. So I know this video may have been a little hard to keep track of. I was kind of trying to talk a little bit faster because that gets more tingly. And if you actually care what I was talking about, then you'd be able to keep up. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I honestly have no idea how long this video is because it's the first time I'm using a back camera. So I hope I made it long enough for your guys' viewing pleasure. As always, leave suggestions down below. I'm always open to suggestions because I tend to run out of ideas and get discouraged a couple times. So please forgive me if I take some time in between videos. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're not facing any issues, and if you are, I'm here for you, help you relax.